All right. What to do with Ava? Hmm. Hmm.
Gah! Hey.
Ugh.
Hmm. Tuh.
Ah. Hey.
Hey.
Ugh. Where's Nozomi?
Hmm.
Ah.
Up and get ready for your 65th day of active service here at Last Defense. Prepare to be ready to.
Hmm. Ah. Hmm. Well, the chaos she caused a few days ago, she was sitting there quietly, just like always. Only difference was that she was tied up now. You take another one of her freedoms away from her. Her expression didn't change when she noticed me.
Have you come to punish me, Mr. Sumino?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I don't remember anything after the end of the battle, but I've been told that I did something terrible. I must be punished. I will accept any punishment. Please, pass your judgment on me.
Sorry, but I don't have that right. Nobody here does. We can't judge you for what you've done, Ava.
It was only the way she is because Siri obliterated her real personality and made her a mindless slave. You didn't think what happened to Shoma was our punishment for doing that to her. Of course, the way she was now, all that was lost on her.
I'm sorry. I don't understand. If I'm not going to be punished, when will I be let out? I cannot obey your orders inside this cage. I need to fight. I need to kill the invaders.
No, it's okay. Don't need to think about that stuff right now. Really. The only reason you feel like you need to is because of what we've done to you.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Do you want me to stay in my cage and do nothing? If that is your order, I will obey it.
Sure, let's go with that. I'm sorry it has to be like this, but bear with it a little longer, okay?
Understood. I will remain here on standby until further notice.
Left the courtyard without coming to any new conclusions, but I still didn't think Eva killing Shoma meant we should kill her. It was our fault she was like this, in more ways than one. We were the ones who started this war, after all.
Up Get prepared. Be ready.
Can it, Siri?
How are you feeling today, Ava?
My physical condition is the same as ever.
That's good. Those restraints aren't hurting you, are they?
I am fine. They are a little tight around my chest, though.
Oh, right. Sorry. I don't think there's anything I can do about that.
I stayed and talked with Eva for a while. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I could really call it a conversation. I wasn't talking to the real Eva after all. It was just what was left of her after Siri had removed any part of her personality that might have given us trouble. It got me thinking, what was the real Eva like? Not Eva the enemy commander, but Eva the future N, the person. What had her personality been like before? What kind of life did she live? Who were the people she cared about the most?
Ava, did you have a family before? Somebody you wanted to protect? Huh? Ava, what is it? What's the matter?
Stop it! No!
Ava, please get a hold of yourself.
Something was seriously wrong here. Eva jerked around erratically, a look of agony on her face, and then she slumped over motionless, like a puppet whose strings had been cut.
Ava? She's still breathing. She must have passed out. But why did this happen?
Should I tell the others about it? No, I just think she went berserk again. They're already looking for reasons to execute her. I better stay quiet. They stood there looking down at her. Eva's lips parted, ever so slightly, and moved.
Mune.
Commune.
Get prepared. Be ready.
Huh?
There's nose me.
Ah. Huh? Ah.
Went to the courtyard to talk to Eva again. As usual, she answered all my questions with a dull, emotionless look on her face. In spite of that, when I touched her, the miasma of guilt choking my heart felt a little more manageable.
Looks like it's getting late. I'd better head back for the day.
Understood. Goodbye, Mr. Samino.
I look kind of restless. Is she trying to tell me something?
Ava, is there something on your mind?
Mr. Samino, why are you being so nice to me? I'm just a possession for you to use as you see fit.
I don't want to treat you like a possession anymore, even if it's not by your own choice. You're still an ally I entrust my life to on the battlefield, and we've done something truly terrible to you. That's the reason things have ended up like this. But for what it's worth, I want to do whatever I can for you.
For me?
My words would probably have rung false if I were speaking to the real Eva. If I really cared about her, I would have released her and let her go back to her own people. Since I couldn't do that, I was trying to make myself better by offering something else.
Ava, I know it's probably pointless to ask, but is there anything you'd like to do?
Me? I want to kill invaders.
No, I mean, outside of battle. There's gotta be something, right? Is there, say, anyone you really miss right now? You said someone's name last time. Commune. Do you know who that is?
Commune. Ah. Ah. Ah!
Oh no, not again!
Where am I? How did I get here?
What the?
Ah! My head! No! Stop! Get out of my head! Ah! Ah! Please! No! No more! Don't mess with my head again! Why are you doing this? How can you be so cruel?
Ava, please, you have to calm down. I'm not going to do anything to you, I promise. You have to stop yelling, though. If the others hear you, we could be in big trouble.
You won't do anything? That's a lie! Why would I believe anything you say?
Now, the series not here to operate the machine. Eva's brainwashing is gone for good. But if Hiroko and the others find out she's her old self again...
Listen to me, Ava. You were brainwashed. It's only just wearing off now. But if the rest of my team realize that, they'll kill you for sure. I don't want that to happen. I know this must be hard for you to believe, but please, just trust me on this. I'm trying to save your life.
Save my life? Oh wait, you're...
The frantic pleading finally got through to her, and she began to calm down. She was no longer looking at me with outright animosity, but that fear and unease in her eyes hadn't gone away.
I think I'm starting to remember. It's like something out of a nightmare. A me who wasn't me. You're... Takumi Sumino, leader of the Special Defense Unit.
You remember what happened while you were brainwashed?
Only a little. It's coming back to me, but it's still fuzzy. Did you mean what you said just now? You really want to save me?
I do. Please, believe me.
Such a subtle change that it was easy to miss, but Eva's caution seemed to ease up a little.
After you took me prisoner, your commanding officer, Sire, he brainwashed me. Now that I've broken free of it, the risks of letting me live outweigh the benefits. It's like you said. If the others find out, it could be the end for me.
She's still afraid, but she's thinking rationally. This is the real Eva, huh? She was a commander, so I guess it's no surprise that she'd be able to handle herself in a crisis. Feels like I'm seeing a whole new side of her, though.
But that begs the question. Are you really going to keep this a secret from your allies?
If I can, then yes. I'll try.
You'd betray your own team for me?
No, I wouldn't put it that way. I'm just as loyal to them as I always have been. It's more like, even if our people are at war, as individuals, there's no need for you and me to hate each other, right?
So, this is your way of easing your guilt for brainwashing me. Well, all right. I'll do as you say. For now.
Thanks, Ava. We'll talk about what we're going to do next tomorrow. If anyone else tries to speak to you before then.
I know. I'll pretend I'm still brainwashed. But don't worry. You're the only one who comes to see me
Yeah,
anyway.
but Ato's over there probably taking this all in. Did we move him?
Get prepared. Be ready to give.
Takumi Samino. You're late. You ought to consider how I feel, waiting for you all alone.
Despite a rebuke, she seemed more relaxed now, almost like she was warming up to me.
Sorry. I didn't want to look like I was in too much of a hurry and risk tipping anyone off.
I know. I was just trying to make you feel bad.
I guess I deserve that much, at the very least.
We are enemies after all. You and I, we're... enemies. Invaders. And the invaded.
Eva stared at me intently, her gaze burned with a dozen warring emotions. Anger, hatred, grief, and more besides.
Why did you attack us? If you'd never come to Futurum, none of this would have happened.
I won't make excuses. I know that we're the ones who started this war now.
No, I didn't mean to blame you personally. You didn't know. You were told you were fighting to protect your friends and family.
I had to put a name to the emotion on Eva's face now. I'd have to call it pity. Compassion, maybe? Yes, in her eyes, we were just misled soldiers made to fight a war we didn't fully understand.
So, what's going to happen to me now?
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I'm not necessarily expecting you to set me free, but it would be nice to know.
At the very least, I can promise I won't tell anyone you're back to your old self. They hate you enough as it is.
Hate me? Isn't that a little excessive? They didn't treat me this way or make me wear these strange clothes before. Why did things change so suddenly?
Huh?
Something seemed odd about Eva's attitude. Could it be?
Ava, do you remember a member of our team named Shoma? Shoma Genzaki.
Shoma. Yes, I remember. He used to come see me in my cage and help me out with little everyday things. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. What's happened to him?
I was right. Eva doesn't remember killing Shoma.
You've gone pale. Oh no. Did he?
He died. In battle.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that. He was kind to me, even when I was a prisoner. I got the feeling that he just wasn't made for war.
Yeah. He was a good guy. And a much braver, kinder person than he ever gave himself credit for.
You've had it hard too, haven't you?
Eva spoke with a kind of sympathy that I instinctively knew was sincere. Even shut up in this cage behind enemy lines, she still found it in her heart to consider my feelings. Obviously, Shoma wasn't the only brave, kind soul around here.
You're not worried about me, are you? I'm the one responsible for killing all your friends.
Friends? Oh, do you mean the other heroes? We fought on the same side, but I wouldn't call them friends. They certainly didn't think of me that way. I didn't ask to be chosen by the power of God. If it weren't for that, I would never have gone to war in the first place. I never wanted to be a hero.
With that, I finally understood. Even I may have been on the different sides, born in different planets, but we were basically the same. Neither of us wanted to fight or kill other people, but with our homes and families on the line, we've been left with no choice. We didn't choose this life, it was chosen for us.
It's the same for all of you, isn't it? I understood that once I saw you outside of battle. You don't really want to fight either. It's too bad we had to meet like this. In another time and place, we might have been...
Eva couldn't bring herself to finish that sentence. Couldn't say anything to comfort her either. Just stared into her big, sad eyes. Yeah, she's got the religious taboo, but her sister's doing it to everyone, so.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
3 more days until Ciri's back, huh? So we gotta let her free before that happens.
Get ready. Prepare. Be ready to get.
Being here with her, talking about whatever came into our heads, it was a nice way to get away from everything for
You
a
know,
while.
the more you tell me, I get the feeling Futurans and Earthlings aren't so different after all.
I know. It's not just how we look, but our culture and history is similar too. Maybe we share a common ancestor, somewhere in the distant past.
Sounds like something out of a sci-fi story. But it wouldn't be all that strange at this point. Is something wrong?
I know that telling you about this won't do me any good, but I was thinking about my daughter.
Daughter? You have kids?
Do I look too young to be a mother? Well, technically, she is adopted. Her name is Commune. She's only a little girl, but she's very smart. Her birth parents tried to oppose Veshness and were executed. She killed them right in front of her.
Wow.
Commune has suffered so much already. I just want her to be happy. Don't look so worried. We may be apart now, but I'm sure God is watching over her.
You know, I've been meaning to ask about that too. The god that you believe in on this planet. What kind of deity are they?
I can tell you some of our legends, for starters. Long ago, God gave Futurum the boxes of blessings and calamity.
Blessings? Calamity.
7 boxes of blessings that could grant any wish, and 6 boxes of calamity that would bring disaster when opened.
So 13.
It's said that God's power is what gave the boxes such frightening potential. After they appeared, that same power brought about a long period of peace. We still believe that those chosen to wield it are closer to God than others. But when this war started, everything changed. Our divine powers are no longer used simply to protect others, but to actively slaughter our enemies as well. My sister, that is, Veshness, was at the forefront of that change in attitude. Commune's birth parents tried to stop her, so she killed them.
Saw fear, sadness, and powerlessness reflected in Eva's eyes. I was still getting used to seeing her express so much emotion.
My poor Commune. Fate hasn't been kind to her. Even now, she can't be truly free. Even if I'm just a replacement for the mother she lost, I still want to give her all of the love I can.
It's a replacement. Somehow I doubted that when Eva talked about Commune. Her whole being radiated love, the kind of love that only a real mother could feel. Seeing her like this seemed to make everything fall into place. The last of my doubts disappeared.
Listen, Ava. I've made up my mind.
I crouched down in front of the cage so I could look her in the eye face to face.
I'm going to get you out of here.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. So long as you're at this school, you'll never be safe. Sooner or later, you'll be seen as a potential threat and executed, or brainwashed again.
You really mean it, don't you? But what about you, Takumi? If you let me go, won't you be treated as a traitor?
I'll figure something out. Maybe I can make it look like an accident.
I don't understand. Why are you willing to go that far for my sake?
didn't have an answer for her, not one I could put into words anyway. The camaraderie I felt for Eva before, the sympathy I felt for her now, the guilt at being part of an invading force, they were all driving me in the same direction. Maybe that wasn't much of a reason, or maybe it was all the reason I needed.
I guess it's because this war isn't what I thought it was. Knowing what I do now, I just can't justify it anymore. That's why it's so important to me to do the right thing in other ways, if I can. That's really all there is to it.
And the right thing is saving me.
Saving you and reuniting you with Commune.
Oh,
And I don't want to stop there either. Talking to you has made me realize how alike we all are. You and Commune can find other common ground between our planets. I'm sure of it. I'll try to find something on this side too. Maybe then we can stop the fighting and end this war peacefully. Maybe I'm being hypocritical or naive. Maybe I'll be treated as a traitor. But I don't care about that. I just want to follow my heart and do what I believe is right.
Takumi. Thank you.
Just like that, my future had been decided. Now I knew what I had to do. It was best to do it sooner rather than later. I'd get everything ready today and carry out the plan tomorrow, on day 70. Oh man, how's this going to end up? I'm so nervous.
Ah. Ah.
I'm going to say something clever, something meaningful, but I knew I'd never do justice to all the complex, confusing things I was feeling. Instead, I fumbled with the key I'd gotten from the war room and thrust it into the lock.
Ah. Ah.
Switched it with the dummy. Serves back, ha.
Hooray! No.
Eh.
There was the sound of an explosion and blinding lights flooded my vision. Yeah, I think we're getting there. I think we're getting to an ending. Flash grenade, but who could have thrown it? So as by light, I took hold of his hand and let him lead me away. Oh, it's Gian. Sonic Adventure? No? Why do you think I was playing Sonic Adventure? Somehow we made it all the way to the schoolyard. Oh, it's Eito. Okay, I didn't expect it to be Eito. It was just me Eito had saved. He somehow gotten Eva out of her cage and brought her with us. Oh, I know. I mean, Sonic Adventures would be... Isn't that one of the story ones? If I do play one, it would be the one where they're in like Arthurian times.
Huh? Ah.
Sonic and humans. Does he make out with a human woman in Sonic 06? He's right. It was bad enough that the others found out I was helping Evo, but if they also think I'm working with Ado. Ado handed me a knapsack that had been lying on the ground nearby. Packed a set of Eva's battle gear and some light rations. Oh, and the infuser. Nice.
Ah.
This is going to end up with Eva. First hybrid on this planet. We did learn a lot in this game. A lot came up in this timeline so far. And so Eve and I ran, leaving Last Defense Academy behind us. Only looked back once, one final look at the school. For a moment I thought I saw Karuo standing there, seeing us off with a melancholy look on her face.
Oh.
Ah, she's there. No, it's fine. This is what Takumi wants. There's nothing more to say. You worked so hard to save him, though. Are you sure you want to keep it a secret?
Oh.
You even begged me for help, let me out of my cage, and even found the real key, all for him. Is that what they call unselfish love? You have to forgive me. I've never understood that kind of thing. No, that's not it. It's, honestly, I'm not sure how I feel. We have to fight if we want to survive, but so long as we keep fighting, other people will suffer. In a situation like this, I have no idea what's right or wrong. No one does. I think that's part of why Takumi is leaving. He can't think of the Futurons as just the enemy anymore. If that's how he feels, I won't stand in his way or force him to stay and fight against his will. All I want is for him to press forward and trust in his decision, just like he always has. I think we got an ending. Oh, more. It's more. We're better off detonating the bomb in him so that
Huh.
Shizuhara.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
I don't have any chance of winning without Shoma, Eva, and Takumi anyway. I don't think Takumi deserted us without a good reason either. He has a plan, I'm certain of it. We have a plan?
Oh. Tuh. Oh.
I wonder if this is going to be a lock. Maybe there's more to it, but it's locked. Yeah, it's having to save. So this is actually not an ending, I don't think. Eva and I wandered through ruin after abandoned ruin. That was all we found, no matter where we went. The merciless heat in the day and cruel cold at night slowly but surely ate away at our energy. This has been so long since I've had an ending. At some point, we stopped walking and just stood in place like statues. All around us was nothing but ruins and rubble. We didn't have the energy to move another inch forward. I'd been prepared for the fact that I might die back when I defied Siri to save Eva. Now it looked like our escape had only brought us a few days' reprieve. They used to say dying so far away from the school meant I'd die for good. Takumi, I'm sorry that you have to suffer like this. I'm the one who should be punished. I broke God's law and now you're paying the price. It's a little late for that now. I told you before, didn't I? I made my choice and I'm sticking to it. And you don't regret it? I looked at Eva, her face pale and washed out with exhaustion, and smiled. It hurt from how cracked my lips were, but I did it anyway. I made a lot of choices since this war began, choices I could never take back. I had to be honest, got a ton of regrets about all of them, but not this one. For once, I know I made the right decision. We may be from different worlds, and we may have started on different sides, but being here with you, even like this, it makes me happy. Oh, Takumi, you're such a fool. Such a wonderful fool. Even I stood there, buffeted by the merciless wind and dust storms, leaning on each other for support. Each other, that was all we had now. Warren found us still standing there, surrounded by the desolate remains of future civilization. Which day was this again? 74? The rations Ito had given us were getting low. We were going to run out of water soon. This barren wasteland wasn't likely to offer us anywhere to top up our supply either. None of the buildings had anything edible left inside them. We were just lucky we didn't run into any invaders. In a way, being killed by the very planet my people had tried to invade was probably a fitting end for me. I wanted you to meet her, too. Don't be like that. It still happened. Even as I said that, I knew it was a vain hope. This planet was a big place, and we didn't even know if Eva's daughter was still alive out there somewhere. Even if she was, the two of us no longer had it in us to go on and find her. I mean, shouldn't Eva know this planet? Like, she's the one that got to the base originally. I'm very confused why they're so lost. Eva should know where we're going. We made it to day 75. I thought we had anyway. I might have lost count. My eyes hurt from the blazing sun shining onto my face. Guess that meant I was on the ground now, lying face up. I didn't know how long I'd been like that, but I couldn't see myself getting up again anytime soon.
Ava.
Takumi.
I croaked out Eva's name, and she answered me. That was the only sign I had that we were still both alive. I forced my arm to move and reached out in the direction her voice had come from. Slowly, slowly. My fingers met hers sooner than I was expecting. She'd reached out for me too.
I'm going to try to think about this the same way you do. This isn't punishment for violating a taboo. It's just where my choices have led me.
Ava.
Talking to you. Being saved by you. The time we've spent together. I don't know how to explain it, but somehow, when I'm with you, I feel at peace. If this is how I die, here, with your hand in mine, maybe it won't be so bad.
I had the sense that Eva had closed her eyes. I didn't like where this was going. A chill ran down my spine. I called her name again, but this time there was no reply. Is this really the end? I guess this was always where we were headed, right from the time we left the school. But, Eva, I wanted you to live, even if I couldn't. I wanted to feel like I had protected something, someone important. But it's over now. Everything's fading. It's all going dark. sound of that voice, I opened my eyes. Where am I? Takumi, you're awake. Oh, thank goodness. I found myself lying on a simple bed, with Eva looking down at me with an expression of profound relief. Eva, how are we still alive? I raised my tired head up and looked around. We weren't in the rooms where we passed out. This felt like somewhere completely different. Someone arrived to save us, right at the last minute. Saved us? Who would do that? Oh, you're awake. This is certainly a relief. You may not have made it if it wasn't for you. Thank you so much. Commune! Do not be so modest, Mother. You've been nursing him around the clock as well. You may have come to first, but I wish you'd be more careful. Yes, I am Eva's daughter. It's nice to meet you. Rebellion headquarters. Rebellion. Oh man, this is I think this is going on. While I dug into the first hot food I had had in days, Commune told me about what was going on. People of Futurum and Earth had been at war for years, generations even. Futuran society had become a military dictatorship, with Vexinus ruling by right of her abnormally strong cryptoglobin. The power god she'd been blessed with had made her a hero among heroes, someone who had saved the planet from certain doom countless times. But all that power had gone to her head. She started eliminating anyone who would oppose her or dare to disagree with her policies. To Vexinus, every level Futuran was a potential weapon she used in the war against us. Those grotesque monsters we call invaders, they've all just been regular people once. Plenty still opposed what Vexinus was doing, but they couldn't do so openly. That was why they formed this underground resistance group, the Rebellion. Eva's daughter, Commune, had assumed control of the Rebellion. As its only cryptoglobin user, she was the natural choice. Oh, she can use cryptoglobin. Still, it's gotta be a tough job for a little girl like her. Alas, the Rebellion lacks the power to engage the Supreme Commander and her forces directly. Any resistance we offer is but a drop in the ocean. Even my divine power is ill-suited for battle. On the bright side, that means Vexinus has largely ignored us in favor of more immediate threats. Favors. Awkwardness aside, that was the start of mine and Eva's life with the Rebellion. Our final deadline, day 100, was getting closer, but our bodies needed time to heal and recover. Not being used to Futuran people or customs, I felt a little out of place at first, but Eva did her best to help me get used to it. With all that time we were spending together, the vague feelings I had for Eva began to develop into something more definite. I couldn't deny them anymore, and so the days passed by, one after another. The wind was gentle that morning. It felt like the kind of day where you could relax and go with the flow. Way out on the horizon, the mountains towered underneath an endless azure blue sky. It was the kind of scenery I could never have been even dreamed of back in the complex. I sat outside our tent for a while, just marveling at the sight of it. Living here was nice. It was quiet. Time passed by without me really noticing. Even with the occasional invader attack, they were never too much for Eva and me to deal with. Well, it's weird to say invader, but It wasn't like at the academy where it felt like we won every battle by the skin of our teeth.
Ah. Gah. Gah. Ah.
Even if I can't take your sins away, I can at least lament mine with you. We're both guilty of awful things. So why not comfort each other in our guilt?
Gah.
But will Xion scorch the planet? Now that he knows the truth. I was wandering around the rebellion camp. Kamune called out to me. Hello, Takumi. You certainly seem like you had a good time last night. Quit kidding around. Is my relationship with your mom just one big joke to you? The two of you are so close these days, after all. Perhaps I'm a little jealous. Yeah, getting tons of spoilers here, Nan. This is all, man. We'll be like 60 hours in, and I'm only maybe getting to the 13th inning.
Huh?
I know we have probably like 10 endings that are going to be kind of shorter, but.
Huh?
How much more does this game have in story? Like this route gave us so much information. But I guess there was one route where we just it was basically we just dated. It was a visual novel dating sim. So there could be other like filler routes like that. But even that one was like 10 hours. Day 95. Hero was sent to attack Last Defense Academy a few days ago. Specifically, Doxia, the paragon of warfare. Oh, he's the angry one. Oh. She lost most of the physical power. If there wasn't enough Undying Flames to keep the wall up anymore, this definitely wouldn't be enough to raise the planet. That's good. One of my major concerns had effectively disappeared, but that didn't matter to me. Sorry, you two. I'd like to be alone for a while. She's gonna come with us. We're obviously going back to help to defeat Vexnus. Ever since I heard the news about the school, I've been caught up in an endless nightmare. It kept me awake at night and haunted me in my dreams. There was no escape. I knew going back now wouldn't change anything. I knew that. I was a traitor after all. They'd probably detonate the bomb in my body the moment they saw me. And I was happy here. I had my life with Eva that was actually worth living. My choice should have been clear. Really, there was no choice at all. So why did I still feel so conflicted? What was I going to do? Commune came to wake me up that morning, looking more small and vulnerable than I'd ever seen her. Yes, Vexnus is leading a massive force of her mutated bioweapons towards Last Defense Academy. Eva didn't actually say don't go, but it was written all over her face. Tomorrow. I was being completely honest with myself. I didn't want to lose the happiness I'd found here. But could I really abandon my friends after everything we've been through together? I had a choice to make, the last one before this war finally ended. How was I going to live from here on? Should I just follow my heart? What did follow my heart even mean to me? It was time to decide, once and for all. Alright, so this is definitely two endings here. Let's save the Last Defense Academy first, and we'll come back for the peaceful route, maybe? Maybe not peaceful. As dawn was breaking, I got up and left the tent. Okay, I've got my infuser and fire extinguisher. Won't be needing food or water. Got a pretty decent idea of which direction the school is from here. If I hurry, I should be able to get there before sunset. Thought about leaving a letter or something for Eva, but I decided against it. If she was going to hate me for running out of her on her anyway, there was no point in me muddying the water with the half-hearted apologies. Better for her to forget about me and move on. She's come with us, though.
That's why I love you.
Oh.
I don't want to stifle my feelings anymore, Takumi. My heart is telling me to go with you for once in my life. I want to follow my heart. I've waited so long to hear you say that. Ever since you let me out of my cage, this is all I've wanted. To be with you. Always. Thank you, Commune. I'll always love you, my darling daughter.
I will be praying for your victory. Both of you.
And so I left the camp and made my way back toward the school. Not alone like I'd originally planned, but with Eva by my side. One way or another, this battle would end the war. There was no question of that. Eventually, we reached the spot where the wall of fire used to be. And there it was, Last Defense Academy. So, Ito's fighting for Academy? Eva rushed in and blocked Vashtin's attack at the last minute.
Everybody, stand back!
Guys, are you okay?
Takumi! There in the far corner of the schoolyard were several mummified corpses. Yeah. That's just delivered an attack of her own. Her sword cut in through me like a hot knife through butter. I don't believe it. How can she be so strong? Is this because she absorbed everyone's cryptoglobin?
Vashnis!
Once again, Eva stepped in to block Vashtin's attack in the nick of time. Eva, don't. You have to run. No, I won't run. Not this time. I'll face my sister.
You don't get to talk to me like that. You'll never understand how I feel. You have no idea how much Takumi has done for me. He's given me a whole new life. I'll gladly use it to protect him. Even if it means fighting you.
Eva let loose a mighty attack. Vashtin's deflected it, but not as easily as she had mine. The Supreme Commander looked shaken. Eva had managed to surprise her.
Blood of my bond. Release.
From there, all the rest of us could do was stand and watch. Before our eyes, the two giant monsters clashed again and again. Perhaps the strangest thing of all was that they were evenly matched. Eva was actually holding her own against the Supreme Commander.
I must admit, I'm impressed. Where did you get all this power?
It's the power of love!
It was always there. I just found a way to draw it out. Until now, I never understood what my divine power was for. Why it chose me. But there's not a single doubt in my mind now. I'll use this power to protect those dear to me. To protect Takumi and Commune. I will defeat you!
Even for all your nonsense, you are my sister. However, there's a difference between those who have devoured God's power and those who have not. That you could never hope to bridge. You're still abiding by our people's ridiculous teachings. But I'm different.
Eva roared like a feral animal and became a whirlwind of bloody steel. It's just like the time she went berserk after absorbing Showman's cryptoglobe.
Not yet! I haven't lost yet!
What is this, Eva? You absorbed another warrior's power. You broke the taboo. Bravo, sister. I never knew you had it in you. I thought you were just another cretin clinging to the teachings for comfort. But no, you're like me. We are family.
I won't lose.
I can't lose.
It was a gruesome battle, the two commanders tearing into each other with so much desperation and malice that it made my stomach turn. Tears were streaming down my face. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. Eva, sweet, gentle Eva, was fighting like a relentless killing machine. And not out of duty to her planet either. She was fighting solely to protect the one she loves now. When I thought about it like that, her monstrous form started to look incredibly beautiful to me.
Ava! Don't let her beat you. You have to win this, Ava. I'm here for you.
All I could do was try to hold my broken body together and shout encouragement. But Eva heard me. The ends of her bloodstained mouth lifted up into a smile.
Thank you, Takumi.
Just watch. I will protect you.
Vectionless and Eva continued to fight each other for a while after that. I kept cheering Eva on until my throat was hoarse and cracked. The battle lasted several more hours. Finally, the two sisters were no longer able to maintain their transformations and reverted to their true forms.
Huh.
Now, we end this.
Yes. Once and for all.
Eva and Vectionless lunged toward each other in one final clash. There was a flash of steel as blades met flesh. Two of them collapsed to the ground at the same time. Eva's blade had pierced Vectionless' heart. The light faded from the Supreme Commander's eyes, and then her body went still. As for Eva, she didn't look much better. She'd used up every last ounce of her strength.
Ava!
Takumi, did you see?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing. You were great, Ava.
I won. I actually beat my sister. Perhaps this is wishful thinking, but do you think he lent me his power? I broke God's law when I killed Shoma, but he still helped me protect you.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he would have wanted. But don't talk. You need to rest.
I had her hand in mine, but it felt cold. Her pulse was weak. It was like she was fading away right in front of me. I feel other people standing around me. Probably Hiroko, Ito, and Nozomi.
You saved us. Our team didn't get wiped out. And Commune. She'll be safe now, too.
I'm glad. It means you won't have to be alone. And maybe now, there can be peace. Just like you always wanted.
I wanted to scream. I didn't care about any of that. Humans, Futurans, peace, none of that matters anymore. I just wanted Eva to stay with me. That was all I needed. She was all I needed.
Don't be sad, Takumi. You saved me too. You gave me a whole new life. One that I chose for myself. I got to choose how I lived. And how I died. That's enough for me, Takumi.
Her voice was too weak to hear, but she mouthed the words. Thank you. I love you. No! And then Eva, the person I love more than anyone in the world, closed her eyes, never to open them again.
No. You can't.
Now it was up to me and my surviving companions to protect the planet. Vectionless's demise heralded a new chapter in Futuron's history, and in humanity's too. The two sides would open negotiations and forge a path to true peace together. Eva wouldn't be here to see it happen. The time she and I spent together had been happy, but all too brief. That's why I would never forget her, or what we had meant to each other. I would carry her with me forever. Oh, that was an ending. That was sad. Sad, happy? I don't know. That was number 7. Route 7. Well, so let's see if we decided not to go back. I mean, I don't know if you've. I mean, you've played some of the Virtual's Last Reward and the Onery games and stuff, so there's going to be a lot of sad ones. But there's also funny ones and stuff too, so it has a little bit probably more humorous ones thrown in. All right, stay here. This is probably gonna be like she's embarrassed by us, and I live a lonely life. My heart was in anguish. It assailed me with all the guilt it could muster. Begged me not to abandon the ones I'd sworn to protect, my friends, my family, my entire species. But I ignored its entreaties. That's something else I wanted to protect now. Takumi? Eva, that's who I want to protect. So long as I have her by my side, nothing else matters. That's how I feel in my heart of hearts. I won't go back to the academy. I'll stay here and continue to build a life with Eva. Even if I lose everything else, this is what my heart wants. I don't know how many days, months, or years have passed since then. But even I have been wandering the wasteland. See, there's happy endings for a long time now, except everyone's dead. On that fateful day, Last Events Academy fell, and it was destroyed. The forces of Earth were foiled, and Vectionist's rule became stronger than ever. Futurum was raised by undying flames, but now we had a dictator to deal with. Wasn't raised by undying flames. As powerful, she was ambitious. She hunted down the rebellion with extreme prejudice. We lost touch with Commune, and don't even know if she's still alive. Even I have been managed to avoid Vectionist so far, but it may only be a matter of time.
Takumi, I felt it kick just now.
You did? Wow. It's so full of energy.
Yeah, it's a real little rascal. I can't wait to meet it.
Same here. We could use an excuse to celebrate.
We lost a lot, almost everything in fact, except for each other. But I still have Eva, and she still has me. So I don't regret making this choice, even with the world in the state that it's in. It's what's allowed me to share my life with this woman I love.
I bet the baby's going to look like you.
No way. Definitely going to take after its mother.
We began walking again, hand in hand, feeling each other's warmth and knowing that we weren't alone. Perhaps this was our punishment for everything we'd done, but it wasn't all bad. We had the world to ourselves now. For the rest of our lives, we'd always have each other. So, look, you know, we got two endings back to back after many non-endings. We have so many paths to go back to on this one as well. But we are up to 14. Yeah. So progress. This is just this timeline we're on. What is that, like 7, 8, 9 different forks? And I can't tell. Well, looking at them, they're like long forks too. Normally, when it's a short split, they're like right next to each other. Like that one's probably not too long. Who knows? Like, 2 down.